Welcome back! This week's episode is all about getting to know the technicians that will be following throughout the series and what their design plans are for each of their bikes. Let's get to it!
My name is Scott SZOLLOS, and I'm from Snow City Cycle Marine here in Toronto. I've been there for 26 years.
Name is SPENCE, dealership is Skona Cycle. It's in Edmonton, Alberta. I run kind of the day-to-day, kind of jack of all trades.
Mon nom est Cédric Tremblay, viens du concessionnaire Dallaire Équipement au Saguenay, Québec.
My name is Daniel STEADMAN. I work at Pro Cycle in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. I'm a technician. I do PDI and service.
My name is Kyle. I work at Grizzly Ridge Honda in Slave Lake, Alberta. Fix people's broken parts that they need fixed.
My name is VANCE CAUDRON. I'm from Riverside Honda in Skidoo in St. Albert, Alberta. I'm the service manager.
I love to ride motorcycles. I like to be at the racetrack. I like to go dirt biking. I'm a big part of our industry in Canada. Like, I work for the government. I edit tests and do quizzes and things like that for other technicians, and I love being a part of our industry and helping it grow.
My interests are motorsports, a lot of motorcycles, off-road, hunting, that kind of stuff. When I found out we were selected, it was a bit of a shock. I'm just like, oh, wow, that's kind of surprising.
Mon travail est technicien dans le garage. Ma routine est de l'entretenir, assembler, ajuster les différentes machines.
I do a lot of ATV and side-by-side work. My hobbies are muscle cars. I do a lot of 70s and 80s cars. Also work on vintage motorcycles and three-wheelers and four-wheelers. Everything's pretty much dirty that I work on.
I was big into the snowmobiles, and then once snow biking came up, I started getting into that a lot more, going around the trails in Slave Lake.
I grew up on a farm, so everything with an engine generally I like. That's where it all stems from, and turning it into my profession has been a lot of fun.
My project bike is a 450L. We're going to take basically the tires off, the swing arm off, and we're going to install a ski and a track kit. So basically turning it into a single ski snowmobile.
I picked the CB300. What I like most about my build would be actually the whole thing. It's smaller, it's more nimble, it's a little more rugged, more off-road looking.
I picked the CB1000 because I really like the design of the headlight, the gas tank. We're doing an exhaust. I'm a big fan of loud exhausts.
So I picked the Sierra 450L. It's already an amazing dirt bike, so if you're going to change it, I was like, well, how cool would this be to full-on street bike this thing? I think it's going to make a really, really fun bike.
Le design principal, c'est sûr qu'on a choisi la Fricka Twin et de la version Adventure parce que c'est un modèle qui est assez équipé, puis c'est un modèle que j'aime vraiment aussi conduire. On a mis l'équipement vraiment pour le rendre plus convivial.
I chose the Goldwing to do the build because it's the flagship model. Well, the Goldwing build, we're going to put on a lot of accessories that people do, and we have a couple of tricks that we're going to do to make the bike kind of bring it up and make it a showpiece for sure.
I think people will vote for the CB1000 because it is the only large sport motorcycle that will be represented.
I think consumers should vote for my 300. I think it's just a little different take on the norm.
I think people will vote for it because it's rare, not something they see very often.
I think they'll vote for the Goldwing because it's a Goldwing. That one bike kind of stands head and shoulders above every other motorcycle, not just in Honda's lineup, but in the industry.
Hope you enjoyed meeting the technicians. Let us know what your favorite designs are in the comments below, and stay tuned next week as the builds begin.